that's what we broke. So we're digging into the aftermath, and Professor Brent over there, let me see one of those plugs.
One of the oil ones?
Yeah, so number 3, where's the camera lens? Right there. You can see that is not happy.
Should look like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
It's dark, but it should look like that, not covered in oil.
Yeah, not covered in oil. And, you know, when there's blame to be had, we tell our race team this all the time. If you make a mistake, just say, hey, I did it.
Who did it?
I don't think you did.
I did it.
Did you?
I don't think you did it.
An injector was not clipped on good.
And it's missing the lock, so...
Yeah. But still, that goes back to the guy that was in charge of everything. That's the guy behind the phone here. So, self-inflicted wound. That means y'all are going to see more content of me working on this thing instead of doing burnouts like I was intending on doing. I almost said that's drag racing, but that's not drag racing. That's just cars. It's cars. It's cars. But what's really going to be fun, Brent's slowly getting the plugs out. That one back there, number 7.
Yeah, that one's not coming out.
Yeah, that ain't coming out.
Method.
Brake booster in the way. But John said he's got some practice.
Yeah.
With the brake booster
guy.
Unfortunately.
You're gonna be he's gonna be the boosted boy.
I gotta
booster boy.
Crawl my skinny ass underneath the dash and get in there.
So we just got the intake off. And if you can see down in there, we've got oil, which is not a good thing. So riding home, I was telling Brent that there's an O-ring right by the intake right there. I still think we got a piston problem, but it makes me want to go investigate the intake a little more. But we got to keep ripping it apart any way it goes.
I got it for you.
I'll send it to you.
No, it's just good content for you. Take 2 here. All right, so truth is we started taking it apart. Donna fixed a steak, potato, salad, all the good stuff, and she's absolutely has spoiled you the last couple days. I'm loving it. John's learning real quick. Yeah, Donna's spoiling us.
First night of spoil for me.
But we did decide to come back out here because we don't have time. Let me rephrase that. We're not going to pull the motor out because we do got to get it bright and early, but we wanted to check compression. So I think I guessed 80.
Yep.
You guessed?
I was way off. I said 90.
You said 90, and you said?
60.
And how much did it have?
Right there.
Yeah. It's still active.
It landed where it's at. That's it. That's all you got.
It's heartbreaking.
So I got a good buddy of mine, does a lot of TV stuff. He said if you don't catch it on video, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
And but I'm gonna make you repeat that it had oil all in there. You would think it would have something, but it had less than 0.
Yeah,
something
it
like
had
that.
some oil on top of the valve, and that falling into the hole would usually seal something. If it seals nothing, then there's something. If that makes sense.
Oh, I know.
We're blaming it on the hose. There's just a hole in the hose. We're going to try to one more cylinder.
So to catch everybody up, we're trying it on another hole to make sure it's not the hose like you just said.
Yeah, exactly. And on this one, my guess is 120.
Oh, you're going high.
Brent?
I would hope 150.
150?
I'm shooting low. I went high. I'm doing 80.
On the
good hole?
On the good hole?
I'm doing 80 on the good hole. Because I saw some pooling in there, I think. I don't think she was pumping.
Let's
but what Brent said a moment ago that I was really thinking of is didn't know that he could break a stock motor, but he figured it out.
Figured it out. We can learn.
We have learned.
We're going to learn today.
So John was the big winner.
I lost the first round. Second round I won.
Me and Brent lost both. So
I would not have thunk it.
What was it?
40? 50?
40? 50? So what that means is we have a hurt motor, period.
I almost want to see what's going on this side. Whether we just killed the one banker.
Yeah, next round.
We need all the Parts Plus guys here.
Yeah, where they at?
Yeah, exactly.
Call it Mike.
Hit crib. So maybe I wasn't so crazy when I said I think I saw a little bit of flake on that oil.
Yeah, you might have, dude.
You're like, no, there's no flake.
I also don't have my cheaters on either.
What's the cheaters?
Cheater glasses. You're 34. I'm 55. You'll be getting some cheaters one of these days.
Get them goggles on. Let's
Yes. So we just checked one on the other side. We checked number 2. 185 pounds on the old gauge.
So that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah. 0 on this side. So we checked number 3. Now we're checking number 5.
Who's winning on the scoreboard there?
Yeah, you are.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I
you're
went
the
way
champ.
low on that.
Oh, he went way low on that one.
I didn't bet on that one.
Yeah, you didn't bet.
But I would have
So-
said on 50.
I think
That's
you
what
said
I think.
high.
I
have
stuck
to go
with
back and footage.
120.
I'm pretty sure you said high.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Oh, it's got compression.
160.
So we have
2 holes. 2 holes brokering lens or something.
yes.
We would check the other one, but it would require way too much.
Yes. If we
Call the booster guy.
Yep, got the old restaurant heater going. Yes, Dyno feeds our guests really well, and yes, we put them to work really hard. So John shows up. We go to the dyno. We heard it, and Brent was wore out from the weekend. And you're like, let's go,
get it off.
let's go,
Let's get
let's
it-
go. Look what we did. And this guy convinced me to take the head off with the header on it.
Yeah.
That's amazing, bro. I would have never, ever
Save us some time.
tried that.
Well, I mean, with this kit too, nobody's really shown working
Yeah.
on this thing, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I
That's
guess
because nobody tears their crap up because I tore this one up.
you broke the engine, I broke the transmission, so we're even, I guess.
So we have discovered what happened. Not sure really why, but if you look right there, you will see we broke the ring lands. You can see a little trash on the side. That was me kind of just scraping away at the carbon buildup at the top of the bore right there. That one's hurt a little bit as well. But that one is definitely why we had no compression. The other two actually look okay. Now John's over here going, we might as well pull the other head off.
Yeah, we're already dirty. We already made a huge mess, so.
Oh, y'all are killing me. I was griping on the last video about the mess we've made in the shop. I mean, we have got stuff going everywhere. But I tell you what, folks, a lot of people would be mad and disappointed. To me, it's just part of the process. And like you said, John, you know, we're making content that can show other people. This is how you take the head off of a Dakota with a Hemi in it, with the header still on it. So
How to fix it when you break it.
yeah, how to fix it when you
How
break
to do what not to do.
it. How to do what not to
But
do.
then if you do it, how to get it undone.
Oh, what did you come up with for a T-shirt saying earlier? What was that?
I don't even remember. I said a few.
Oh, we
silly
should have
things
wrote
today.
it down.
I'm like running on like 3 hours of sleep.
Yeah,
There's
so-
wild stuff coming out of my mouth right now.
So Brent was doing that for the whole weekend. That's why he's like, dude, y'all have at it. But there you go. Heads off. And we're probably going to take the other side off.
This only took us what, less than an hour.
Oh, way less than an hour, yeah.
So yeah.
And we didn't even have all the tools out. And now we got all the tools out.
Yeah.
Not really, but we got stuff scattered. We've got antifreeze going everywhere. I was under the truck trying to get the O2 sensor undone. Had all the bolts out.
Antifreeze sponsor?
Yeah, no kidding. Valvoline is... they're going to send more antifreeze.
Because a Valvoline shower.
I got a Valvoline antifreeze shower, that's for sure. All right, guys, we're going to get the other head off. So all y'all been hearing from me for video after video is BabyD will be running soon. It was. Took a lot of videos and a lot of time. It was running. It ran today. It did burnouts last night. And today. It won't run like that.
I'm not saying nothing.
All right, so we showed you the pistons on the other side. This side looks great. There is nothing wrong. We simply overdid something. You know, if it was a clip on a fuel injector, whatever the case was, you know, it's part of it. The upside to somebody like me is I'm used to working on a motor, rebuilding it every single lap. Another upside is when we come in from the dyno today, Donna's like, how'd it go? And I said, we heard it. She's like, oh, okay. You know, a lot of wives would be like, you did what? You got to spin what? You know, she's used to it too. But I can't believe this dude, like just randomly, I don't want to say randomly showed up. It wasn't like, you know, we didn't talk a little bit ahead of time, but you were in where yesterday?
I was in South Florida.
Florida.
I wanted to see this thing running and put down some good numbers. We weren't really planning. I don't think anybody was planning on this.
No.
We're here. We're putting in work. I mean, we're becoming a pit crew over here, though. We got this thing dialed. You have to re heads. We're your boys.
Exactly. And what's funny about this, and I can say this because I love my crew chief. Y'all know Mike if you watch any of my other videos. Brent, the tuner on this deal, the pit crew's out here working and he's studying. Brent, I think, felt bad about it. I am zero in the least. It was nothing Brent did. This thing, you said these things are known for pistons being kind of weak.
Yeah, it doesn't take much to kind of knock the corners of the cast pistons off, unfortunately.
So what that probably means is better pistons, probably better rods, and Brent will have to make another trip back to Tennessee, and we'll do it again. How quickly that'll happen, who knows? Got a lot of stuff to get done at the race shop ahead of time. But I do want to tell you folks, I really appreciate you watching and appreciate all the comments. Can't answer them all. I do read them all. And we are calling it a night. Got to get ready to head to Indianapolis tomorrow. About a 7-hour drive, 7.5 hour, whatever it is. And you will get some content from PRI Show. That'll be coming up next. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Baby D. She was running, doing burnouts. She's doing dyno pulls. And now we're here. But we'll be back. And so will John.
Yes, sir. See you guys soon.
See y'all. So I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I've already wrapped up this video. And I'm going to put this in before you see the end of the video. Once we roll the motor over, now you can really see where we knocked the ring leads out on that piston. This one's got it a little bit. But this was just a better visual once we turned the motor over. That's what we broke.